Today, I will show you how. A blanket with sleeves, a bad pizza, a dangerous name, a strange spider, and a very confused AI all became superstars. And no, I am not joking. These things used the OOPS code, the secret trick that turns, "Ha, look at that," into, wait, huge success. For 50 years, experts told people, be professional, be polished. But now, polished is boring. Polished is invisible. So buckle up. We are entering the land of oops. It is warm, it is silly, and it makes a lot of money. Our journey begins in 2008. A man named Scott Boylan wanted to sell a blanket with armholes. He called it the Snuggie. He made a commercial. Families wore it at football games, on the couch. But the commercial looked terrible. Clumsy actors, a wizard robe. People laughed. They called it a couch cult. Most companies would hide, but the Snuggie team noticed something. People were laughing, but they were also talking. Therefore, instead of hiding, the Snuggie team leaned in. They sent free Snuggies to every famous person who made fun of it. Not to say nice things, to keep making jokes. Late-night hosts did 10-minute segments, all laughing, all showing the Snuggie. So the joke became a must-have. People did not just want to be warm, they saw the buzz. They wanted in. Rule 1. If people laugh at you, they are already paying attention. By 2011, the Snuggie sold over 30 million units. Before we move on, why does your brain do this? Psychologists call it the Pratfall Effect. If someone seems perfect and never messes up, people find them annoying. They do not trust them. But if a competent person trips or spills their coffee or makes an oops, people suddenly like them more. It makes them human. In a world of AI-generated perfection, human is the most expensive thing you can buy. But what if your product is not just silly? What if it is actually bad? Rewind to 2009, Domino's Pizza, one of the biggest pizza places in the world. But people hated the pizza. They said it tasted like cardboard. The sauce tasted like ketchup. Most companies would spend millions telling people, no, our pizza is amazing. Fake steam, slow-motion cheese, happy actors. Therefore, Domino's did the opposite. They launched the pizza turnaround. They showed the meanest tweets on national TV. They showed their own chefs reading bad reviews, looking sad. They said, you are right. Our pizza is bad. Then they showed real people fixing the recipe, messy kitchens, real interviews. So, people believed them. Why? Because honesty is the rarest thing in business. Sales exploded. The worst pizza became the most honest brand. Rule 2, if you admit your mistake, people will trust your fix. Now, let us talk about Mike Cesario. In 2017, he wanted to sell mountain water in a tall can, just water. But everyone told him that is a bad idea. No one will buy that. He said, we will call it liquid death. But everyone said that is the worst name ever for a drink. You cannot use the word death for a health drink. And this is where everything changes. Because before this moment, mistakes were accidents. But here, Mike made the mistake deliberate. Every water brand said pure, fresh, natural, glacier. Mike said the opposite. Kill your thirst. Every brand tried to look clean. Mike made it look like a heavy metal album. Every brand avoided hate. Mike used it. People left angry comments. This is stupid. This makes no sense. I would never drink this. Therefore, Mike turned those comments into the product. He pressed them onto a vinyl record. He printed them on merch. He made the hate visible. So, people got confused, then curious, then obsessed. Because they could not ignore it, they talked about it.
And because they talked about it, other people wanted to see it. Liquid Death reached a value of over $1.4 billion. And here is the reveal. Before this, oops was something you fix. After this, oops is something you design.
But what if you make a mistake on purpose? Welcome to chaos marketing. In 2025, brands wanted attention, but people were ignoring normal ads. The human brain has an itch. When we see something that feels wrong, we want to fix it right away. A company called Artisan AI put up big billboards in San Francisco. The message said, "Stop hiring humans." But people saw it and it felt wrong. So they stopped, stared, reacted. Some laughed, some got upset. Some said this is a bad idea. Therefore, the more people complained, the more the message spread. People felt smart correcting the message, but every correction needed a screenshot. They posted to laugh. They posted to argue. They posted to prove they were right. So, every post showed the same thing, the name Artisan AI. People thought they were calling the company out, but they were giving it free ads. Rule 3. A tiny oops can become a giant spotlight. If you give people a reason to correct you, they will give you a reason to be famous.
After all of that, you would think brands were just being random. But even the weirdest moments were built on the same thing, the oops. In 2024, Dunkin did something strange. People opened their phones expecting nice coffee, clean ads, perfect pictures. But instead, a spider donut took over the page. A donut with spider legs, talking like a silly little creature. It did not sound polished. It did not sound professional. It felt off. Therefore, people stopped scrolling. They looked closer. They read the captions. They shared it. People expected brands to act perfect, but this one acted messy and playful. So, it felt more real. This is the key. The spider donut was not just a joke. It was a soft oops. Not a big mistake, not chaos, just a small feeling of, this is a little off. And that tiny oops was enough to hook attention.
So now the pattern is clear. Liquid Death made the oops loud. Artisan AI made the oops arguable. Dunkin made the oops playful. Different styles, same code. Back in 2008, the Snuggie's oops was an accident. Today, brands plan the oops because we are living in the age of authenticity. In a world full of perfect Instagram filters, perfect AI headshots, perfect corporate statements, a little bit of oops feels like the truth. And the truth is the only thing we have left that is worth anything. Please click the big red button. But you know what? Don't click it. Don't do it. Only people who think for themselves click buttons after being told not to. So go ahead. Prove me wrong. Don't subscribe. I'm serious. This channel's probably not for you. Unless you like finding out that the things everyone called wrong were actually the only things that worked. In that case, the button is right there.